I'll get this out of the way now. Tomorrow busy, my Tuesday and Thursdays. And right now with nothing going on coming out from Jabba. Uh, but I'm quite sure Jabba will be devoting time to watching people on here. Find out what they're saying about him. So, Jabba, I hope you're listening. Maybe you'll get a little something out of this, Some people are not equipped to handle certain things. Some people can't handle life in general. They go through life with just one series of problems after another, and they can never seem to resolve them. They can never seem to look at the reasons why, change the things that cause the problems so things get better in their life. And their life continues to spiral down out of control until they end up in real bad situations. You've proven you can't handle life. You've proven you can't handle the internet. I don't see a whole lot of difference between the internet and real life. It involves people, same kind of people. You're in the real world, throughout your life, going back to school days, kids like you, some kids didn't like you. Some kids said good things about you, some kids talked shit about you. Through the workplace, through the internet, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. It's called life, Jabba. You need to accept it, You get rattled, you have this thing that everyone's supposed to like you. Everyone's only supposed to say nice things about you. No one's supposed to tell you when you're wrong. No one's supposed to call you a liar. Let me tell you something, Jabba. In the immortal words of Dr. Gregory House, I used to like that show, House, you Laurie. He was a big star in England in a couple of sitcoms. Very thick British accent. He really pulled it off good with his American accent on the show. And one thing he said in that show, I liked his twisted wisdom because it was so true and so profound. And the one thing he'd say is, everybody lies. Everybody lies. No one is exempt. It's a matter of to what degree. What did your lie do? Did it cause harm to someone? Did you lie about someone cheating on their spouse that broke up a marriage? Did you lie to an employer saying that the person was stealing from your company that cost them their job? Did you lie to someone, piss them off, and that person showed up at your house to give you a fucking beating because the lie was, oh, he said, he was going to fuck you up? To what degree of harm did it cause? Everybody lies. Everybody. We all do at one time or another. It's a matter of to what degree. Lies on here, they run rampant. All of us have lied about something somewhere along the line, either to impress someone or what harm did it do? And there's backlash, criticism, and it's well deserved. It's just a matter of how we deal with it, how we handle it. Do we learn from it? Or do we continue to do the same things that will keep bringing criticism our way? I've seen a lot of shit on here. Quite sure people have seen shit from me. Because the Crypt Keeper lying about building 318. For the kids at St. Jude's. That lie was to build a channel to get subs and views to make money for himself. Stuff like that I can't sweep under the rug. Some things I can take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, he's just talking. So what? The guy's a nice guy. Yeah, so what? It's no big deal. He didn't hurt anybody, Didn't hurt me or anyone else. And you let it slide and you continue to get along with the person. I can't get along with a guy like that. Every one of Sanford's claims he puts out, going back to Baby Bottle Rocket with that 10-second quarter-mile pass, that was a lie. All his project claims have been a lie, knowing damn well he's never going to go through with it. His projects will never meet the claim that he said it would. Him I laugh at. He really didn't hurt anybody. You know what I mean? He's out, to get views, to make money. Clickbait. I've seen so much on there. I saw one guy on here one time. Now, here's where, to me, some things bother me. A person's character. I had a few buddies at one time. I think some of you remember. So Arnold Horshack, Inspector Gadget. These guys were big into their live streams. I've seen the internet take over people's lives, like with you. They get so immersed in it. But I think you're the worst case I've ever seen. You are the worst case I've ever seen. You began to ignore your life for the sake of trying to be popular around here. Thinking, you're going to make a ton of money. You somehow see yourself as being a celebrity. You're famous. And everybody your videos, hi, Jabba 220 here. Like, you got to introduce yourself like they do on a fucking game show or something, or a talk show. You put out a false sense of intelligence, trying to impress people, and every time you do that, all you're doing is showing how little you really know about anything. I look at the way people treat people, their family and their friends. You've talked a lot of shit about your own family. Who do you have for friends? That guy was funny. When me and Mike's got divorced, our daughter's already grown. Our oldest, she was already in her first year of college at Arizona State. She had left home. Our youngest, a year behind, she was in her senior year of high school. She chose to stay with me. I stayed with the house with the understanding when the house was sold, we'd split it. We did. We both did pretty good with the sale of the house. And then she went to Arizona State. We put our daughters through college. And I moved to Arizona for 3 years. Came back here with someone on my own, And I don't regret it. But I've known people that they got divorced when their children were small. I've seen the good dads. It goes beyond paying child support, which you should do. But they made sure they saw their kids. Even though they had weekend visitation, they'd find ways to try to see their kid other days during the week, see their kid as much as they could. And I look at these guys and I'm like, there's a good dad. And I've known the ones that, the ex-wife is dragging them through court trying to get a fucking dime of child support. These guys will quit their jobs and go work under the table for cash money so they can't track them down to garnish their paycheck. Do everything they could to get out of being responsible for their kid. Don't even want to see their fucking kid. I saw one of my old buddies on here, divorced, small kid, doing his live streams, and when he wasn't talking about me, he mentioned this kid one time. It turned my fucking stomach, almost as much as the Crypt Keeper turned my stomach. He's another guy that's way up on my shit list. Talking about his kid. My kid called me this morning. He wanted me to go pick him up. He wanted to see me. But I told him Daddy was busy. When he wants to see Daddy, wait till I'm doing a live stream on YouTube and come and watch me so he can see me on YouTube. What kind of a fucking father says that to his kid? That calls them saying they really want to see their dad, and their dad says that to them. There's a lot of fucking shithole dirtbags on here, let me tell you, and I've seen them. You know? A lot of people have shit talking about them. You see how they handle it like I handle it. Let them talk. Let them talk. It don't matter. It really doesn't matter. They're not hurting me. They're not changing any aspect of my life, making my life any worse in any way, financially, relationship-wise, with Billy, with my family, with my friends. It doesn't affect me in the least. Nothing I've ever said or done or anyone else ever said or done has affected you. Has caused your downward spiral in life. You've done that all by yourself. Just by not being able to deal with life, not being able to be responsible in every aspect of your life that you need to take responsibility for. From your finances to your health. Your health alone. Without your health, man, you know, it sounds corny, you know. People say, without your health, you have nothing. That is so fucking true. Without your health, you can't hold a fucking job. You can't go for a walk on a nice day and enjoy Mother Nature somewhere. Because you can't fucking breathe. Look at what your health has done to you. It didn't have to be that way. You know? Everything that's happened to you has been because of you, not me or anyone else. You know? We all can do things that time that say, man, that was, what the fuck was I thinking? Why did I say that? Why did I do that? We all have. I know I have. I'm quite sure all of you have. At least I'll admit it. But you say, man, I'm not going to do that again. Oh, no. You know, when I get called out on it, people talk about it, say, hey, I fucking deserve it. And it'll pass. It'll pass. You just do your best to not invite it back again. But you invite all your problems back on you. You invite the drama. You invite the chaos. Because you keep repeating the same things over and over again. You know damn well you're not going to get that car running, but you still do what you do. You know, you try to impress people with Hot Wheels cars and boom boxes and all kinds of things now that's packed up in a pot, and you don't even know how the fuck you're going to get it into your fucking one-room studio apartment. What good is all that shit doing you? You know? Try to impress people with a false sense of knowledge. Try to impress people with financial advice for your future. Buy silver. You need money, take it to a pawn shop and they'll give you half of what it's worth. You know what I mean? You do these things, you get criticized. And you have mental meltdowns. You don't learn. You know, I got a few years on you. I'm 63 years old. And to this day, I still continue to learn things. And learning from mistakes is very valuable. At least it has been for me. I'm quite sure many of you will agree. And you know what, Jabba? Some people won't agree with me. And it's okay if people don't agree with me. It's okay if people talk about me. You know? Because I realize what life is about. I understand what the internet is about. But you've got so immersed in the internet that you not only lost track of what it takes to live in the real world, to meet your responsibilities that need to be met in the real world, that your life eroded to a place where you end up alone, miserable, losing everything, and you still can't take a look at the reason why. To this day, you will still blame everybody and everything for every one of your problems that led to your downfall, that put you in a one-room studio apartment, that now you're going nuts once again trying to figure out how you're going to get things from a pod into that one room.